So flights are being grounded, medical equipment's not working, the internet is broken down, it's not even working, guys. What is going on? So we found out this company named Crowdstrike is responsible for these worldwide outages all around the internet, and even people's banking is shut down. Let's hear from a lady that talks about her experience when her plane couldn't take off and she had to be stranded with her family.
I'm so upset right now. There are 8 people in my party.
There's
8
13
people,
in ours.
$456 a ticket, and they're giving me $100 back. That is it.
Airlines, hospitals, businesses around the world, banks as well, reeling from a massive tech outage. You can see here just how backed up airports are right now. Look at those crowds.
And we're screwed. This man is getting married. We have reservations. We have cars that we paid for. I paid $380 in a shuttle to shuttle everyone here this morning. They have been here since before me with 3 kids. I've been here since 3 o'clock in the morning. $100 is unacceptable.
Crowdstrike is saying the key issue has been identified. It wasn't terrorism, it wasn't a security incident or a cyber attack, but they've identified and they have isolated this one thing that they have to deal with here, and that's being updated around the world right now.
So with that being said, as you can see, every piece of our infrastructure was basically taken down for a matter of hours. Personally, I had it where my bank accounts weren't working. I wasn't able to use my cards to buy basic things that I needed. Now, it was only a day, but it was something that was really, really annoying to me. So were any of you affected by the CrowdStrike outage? I mean, this outage is one of the worst things we've ever seen. I was at a restaurant with my girl the other night, and we were watching the WNBA All-Star skills challenge, and one of the players didn't make it because of the outage, right? So this is affecting everyone around the world in some way or another. All right, let's get to another clip here to kind of see what else is going on. So let's see what the CrowdStrike CEO had to say himself.
I want to start with saying we're deeply sorry for the impact that we've caused to customers, to travelers, to anyone affected by this, including our companies. So we know what the issue is. We're resolving and have resolved the issue now. It's recovering systems that are out there. And essentially, as you've talked about in the statement I put out, is the system was sent an update, and that update had a software bug in it and caused an issue with the Microsoft operating system. And we identified this very quickly and remediated the issue. And as systems come back online, as they're rebooted, they're coming up and they're working. And now we are working with each and every customer to make sure that we can bring them back online. But that was the extent of the issue in terms of a bug that was related to our update. It wasn't a cyber attack. It was related to this content update. And as you might imagine, we've been on with our customers all night and working with them. Many of the customers are rebooting the system, and it's coming up and it'll be operational because of we fixed it on our end.
So. I mean, of course, the CEO himself, it's not his fault, right? He's the face of the company. He's going to have to stand up there and take it on the chin. So, of course, everyone who's mad at him, let's not be mad at him. That's not something he can control. But, that development team, it sucks because that bug shut down the entire world to a certain degree, right? Affected our day-to-day lives. And as some of us are, recovering from those issues, for me, it was just a couple days, a full day basically where I couldn't use my money. I'm okay, right? I'll be fine. But for other people, that woman, as you saw, stranded, $300 ride to get to the airport, having to move things around, airlines not taking accountability. I wonder if there were any people who, lost their lives in hospitals and, when those systems crashed, because there were nurses who made videos talking about how things went down. It's a really tough situation. I personally feel like I don't like how connected the entire world is sometimes. I mean, if one bug in one piece of software can shut down, systems in every part of the world, takes down the entirety of Microsoft, which is, behind so many of the things that we use every day. I mean, if banking shuts down, sports shut down, you can't pay your rent, you can't do these things, it's really affecting people and going to cause issues for folks. So I do think we should, as people, hold on to some more tangible in-person assets. Like if you have access to gold and silver, I think we should definitely have stuff like that. And even someone like me, for those who don't know, my name's Quan. I'm a personal trainer, and I like to talk about the things that are interesting to me in the world. That's how we got here on the Quan Bailey Show. Took a little bit of some time off, but now I'm back for the first time in 3 weeks. And I was on vacation. I was in Hawaii with my family, dealing with some funeral stuff. I was here. I had a friend pass away right before that, so I was dealing with that, and I'm just starting to look at the world again through different lenses, and that's one of the reasons why I'm on this channel. And as I'm looking at things more, I just feel like we are a little bit too dependent on technology. I mean, if one person can make a mistake and it caused that much damage, I think we need to have a little bit more independence. I'm not one of those conspiracy theory people saying that we shouldn't bank online and all that stuff. I think everything we're doing is fine, but we should always have tangible in-person assets on hand. Always have a certain amount of cash in whatever country you live in and the currency that you need, or even multiple currencies. Always have a little bit of extra resources on hand just in case things shut down and fall apart like they did here. But after seeing that, I remember in the moment no one knew what was going on, and then the announcement came out like 8 or 9 hours after I wasn't able to use my cards and stuff, and I had sent a complaint to one of my banks saying like, hey, like I want to close this account because I don't understand why I can't use my money. There's money in here that I earned and I can't access it. And I was angry, not realizing that I wasn't the only one affected. I didn't know. And then by the time of like 1 or 2 in the morning, the information started to leak out. And it was like, oh, okay, this makes way more sense. This is more people. Then I found out it wasn't just United States, and you find out it's the entire world. And if you weren't affected by it, I'm really happy that you weren't. It was a scary moment, even for me, just not being able to like go buy basic things. And for the people who, were stranded in other countries, you're in your hospital and your system shut down. You don't know if someone's coding or not, things like that. It has to be a bit of a wake up call for so many of us. And I think that we have to be unafraid to understand when we've given something a little bit too much power. I don't think Crowdstrike should be demonized for their mistake. They're humans. Remember, humans make mistakes, right? Like, you have some humanity about it. Don't be wild. Don't be upset. But we also should really take a look in the mirror and be like, man, I don't want to put myself in a position like this again where I can't pay for the things I need to pay for. So carry a little extra cash. Tell me some stories down below if you guys were affected by this outage. But that's basically the gist of what happened, guys, with Crowdstrike. This is what went down. It affected pretty much every major market in the world. So like no matter what the industry was, somebody with some major company within that industry was affected by this outage. They have too much basically power, in my opinion. I hope that this doesn't affect their business going forward. I hope it doesn't like make them lose accounts and stuff. But if it does, it's kind of the nature of the beast. There's other companies that won't make these mistakes. But I definitely think that the lesson from this is have tangible assets on hand. Always have backups in place for travel and the hospital stuff. There's nothing you can really do about that. But in terms of your finances and your own personal well-being, make sure you have the things that you need. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you so much for 53 subscribers at the time of this video, man. I mean, this is my second channel, and like I said, I'm not doing a whole lot of cross promotion, so it's just really, really cool to see that you guys subscribe to me. I took some time off, came back, there was 13 new subscribers, and I hadn't made a video now in I think almost 24 days. So we're finally back. I actually went to YouTube for a policy meeting, which is why I got this hat. They invited a couple of creators over, so if you guys want me to teach you guys what I learned about YouTube, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to keep reacting to everything that happens in this world, from real estate to dating to I guess business now too. But these are the things that interest me. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be uploading quite a bit, so buckle up and let's have some fun, safe, and interesting conversations. See you, folks.